Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. This is take 2. I tried to record a video for you and it stopped recording about 17 minutes in when I got a phone call. So we're going to try this again. And this time I'm going to do it in 2 parts. I'm going to do one part for the first card and a second part for the second card. That way if something happens, I don't have to restart everything. So first of all, I want to let you know that December 9th through 11th, 3 days only, free shipping. That was yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And that shipping ends at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. So if you're here in Oregon, where I am, then you will have to have your orders in prior to 10:59 p.m. tomorrow night. Please do not wait till the last minute and then have issues and be upset because you didn't get your free shipping. And if you have orders at least 75 and above, then you'll get the free shipping will automatically add to your cart. Okay, so let's move on to that. And what we're using tonight is the last chance items, some of my favorites. The first one is the mini pocket dies. I think this is a must-have in your collection. You can make a gift card size pocket. This pocket will also hold a check. It'll hold money. You could put a little note in it. These 2 pieces make a bow. You've got this really nice little oval. We'll be using that tonight. This tiny little tag, which comes in handy for a lot of treat boxes. A scalloped rectangle. A rectangle squared frame here, and then a foliage piece. So very good set of dies. These are on a very good deal, like I'm going to say $17.50 instead of $30 some. So you might want to pick those up. Check out those last chance lists. We're also going to be using Latte Love. This is a Stampin' die bundle. You can purchase them separately or you can purchase it together. Be sure to check the prices on the individual prices. See if they're discounted more than the bundle price. And then we're using Peaceful Seasons for its sentiments. This can be purchased in a bundle. The dies are not retiring. The bundle and the stamp set are on the last chance list. The dies will stay. Okay, so let's go ahead and also, in addition to that, I'm going to be using More Than Autumn, and I'm going to be using a couple, I'm going to be using You Had Me At. I'll be using the straw and the whipped cream here, as well as the dies that coordinate with the straw and the whipped cream. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this one. We have a Poppy Parade card base. This is a standard A2 card size, 5.5 by 8.5. I've scored it in the middle at 4 1/4. Then I've got a piece of the Snowy Scenes Designer Series paper. This is on the last chance. You get 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. They're 12 by 12. Nice pack of paper. We're going to be using these 2 patterns. Oh, and we'll also be fussy cutting a snow globe from this pattern. Okay. So this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. Yep, 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to add to this a piece of early espresso that is 1, and it's right between 1 and I think it's about 1 3/8 is what I cut it at by 4. And then I've run that through the cane weave embossing folder, and we're going to add that to the front of our card, or to the front of this layer. So we're going to do that with some liquid glue. That's my glue of preference when I'm using 3D embossing folders. Okay, we'll add this. Let me just grab my silicone mat. Shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to put that just below the center. About that far. And we're going to put that down. Make sure that's all nice and straight. And it is. Okay, so we've got this piece, and now I can add this to my card base. Okay, so we're going to give that a fold with a nice burnish with our bone folder, so that'll lay nice and flat. And then we can add this piece to the card front. So we're just going to center that up like so. As best we can. And we're going to set this aside. And we're going to bring in a piece of basic white. And this is just a scrap for stamping. I've cut it at 3 1/4 inches so that it will fit through my mini machine. And then we're going to take some early espresso ink. And from Latte Love, I'm going to stamp the large mug. And then I'm going to stamp the top view mug. Ooh, I might have got that a little on the low side. We're going to make that work. And then I'm going to use one of the whipped cream art from that. And I'm stamping, again, all of this in early espresso. Give that a nice press. Let that soak into the paper. It looks like I need to re-ink my stamp pad. Now I'm going to bring in just a smaller scrap, and I'm going to take the You Had Me At, and this is from More Than Autumn, and I'm going to stamp that in the early espresso. Then I'm going to take Mary from Peaceful Seasons, and I'm going to stamp that in early espresso. And then I'm going to bring in a piece of Petal Pink that I have cut with that oval die from the Mini Pocket Dies. And we're going to stamp this one's on me. This is from the Latte Love stamp set. Okay. And then, let's see, is that all of the... Yes, I believe that's everything in early espresso. Then we're going to use basic beige and stamp some whipped cream from More Than Autumn. And Happy Parade. And we're stamping the straw. Okay. And that, I believe, is all the stamping that we need. So we're going to bring in our mini machine and we're going to cut these out. And I've got the dies from Latte Love for the mugs. Okay, so I'm going to set that on there. And get this one and hope we didn't get way too low. I think it might just work. Okay, I don't want to have to do that again. And I don't have a backup, so here we go. Let's hope it works. So this is from the More Than Autumn dies. Cut that whipped cream. The More Than Autumn set is not on the last chance list. It will be continuing over. Ooh, I might have cut that a little close. I didn't allow, I'm going to restamp that straw because it has a little bit of a glue tab at the bottom that I did not account for. So we'll just add that up there. And then I will be able to cut this out with no issues and not worry about my dies bumping each other. Okay. Sweet. Now let's bring in the mini machine. And the cutting plates. So we need base plate 1, cutting plate 2. We need our images and paper. I need to slide that paper up. And then we're going to put that on number 2 plate. And Y, there we go. It was not grabbing properly. Okay. So hopefully those have all cut out like we like them. Not sure why I cut them before I colored them, but it's okay. We're going to make it work. Usually I color and then cut. I got in a hurry. So this does not look good. That looks like it slid. Yeah, but I can trim that up and make it work. Okay, we've got that. All right. And the cup is pretty good. We're okay. I'm going to make it work too. All right, so let's go ahead and color our images here. We've got very few. We're just using Pool Party and Poppy Parade combos. So I'm going to take the dark Poppy Parade and I'm going to color these stripes every other. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim that up. If I can keep a hold of it, it's pretty small. Okay, so there we go. Now our straw is usable. And then let's grab our coloring tools here. Whoops. I'm going to lose that. I can tell. All right. So we don't need to color the whipped cream. That's already done. We've got the large cup here. I'm going to take the dark Pool Party. And I'm going to color here and here. Just putting a little bit of Pool Party on the lines that the artist put in. Making sure that I round the looks of that cup. At the very bottom there. And then we'll put a little there. Okay, and then there's some dark lines here and here, which I don't know why I color those because we're not going to see that. And then I'm going to take the light Pool Party and I'm going to start on the handle and I'm going to blend this all in with my bullet tip. Make sure I get that fully done here on the sides. And then I'm going to switch to my brush tip. And kind of in half circles here. I'm going to fill that in. I'm just going to leave a tiny little shine space up there at the top. And then I'm going to put just a tiny bit of Pool Party right here at the edge. And that cup is done. And we're done with the Pool Party. so let's bring in our other cup, and we're going to start with Dark Poppy Parade again. And again, I'm going to put this on the artist lines right along here where there might be a shadow. More artist lines here and here and here. And then I'm going to run a line just inside the early espresso line here for the darkness on that rim. Okay. And then I'm going to go back with the Light Poppy Parade. I'm going to fill this all in. And blend those together. And then this will be ready for our card. And I think we'll be ready for assembly here. Let's just go ahead and finish that up. Bring that Poppy Parade up to the early espresso. Okay, so that then is done. And now we can start assembly because we now have our pieces. So ahead of time, I pre-fussy cut one of the snow globes from the Snowy Scenes paper. And I also pre-cut the mini pocket die. If you take a 5.5 by 4.25 inch piece of paper, you can cut that. Make sure though that if you have a directional design on the back side that your pattern is up and down, okay? Because this little flap will show. All right, so let's bring back in our card base. Wait a minute. What did I do with my sentiments that I know I stamped? Oops. I wonder if I lost that already. Okay, well, we might have to restamp those sentiments because I don't see them readily here, and I need them. So let's grab another scrap of white. What did I just do with all those scraps I had right here? I don't know what happened to my sentiments. So I might have knocked them on the floor. All right, well, that's okay. You had me at, of course, I'll find it as soon as I'm done. And Mary. All right. Now let's go ahead. Now fussy cut this. I didn't stamp that quite straight, so let's fix that. And let's see, that looks good. Let's put that up there. And then let's fussy cut this. You had me at, all right, so we've got our sentiments now. And we can definitely start assembling. So let's start with a dry fit. First of all, we need to put our whipped cream on our cup. We're going to do that with a little bit of liquid glue. Oh, and I need to I'm going to trim off the bottom here so that my whipped cream looks like it flows right into the cup, and I don't, excuse me, have a white border. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to add this right onto my cup here, like so. And then we're going to take a glue dot and we're going to add our straw. I'm going to put the glue dot on the front at the bottom of the straw where Stampin' Up! Left us a glue space. And then I'm just going to stick this right in here and make that one piece. And then we're going to take some dimensionals and we're going to put these, one on the straw, one here, and then I'll put some liquid glue here. But before I do that, I want to dry fit this stuff so I know where I'm putting things. Kind of like this. Okay, so then I'll just put just a little bit of glue here at the bottom because this is going to sit on my 3D embossing folder piece. And I'm just going to tuck that in here like so. Okay. Then we'll add some dimensionals to our snow globe at the top. And I'm going to put one right here. And then I'll add that. Oh, wait a minute. I ended up doubling them. That's not good. Hang on. Boop. Okay, well, let's redo that. Let's put this here. And I'm going to put this one up a little bit higher here. Okay, now we should be good. Get a nice even lay there. And then we're just going to stay away from the top of this one because it's going to overlap those, which are already, well, this one is not. So let's go ahead and put this and this. And then we'll put this one on here like so. Okay. Then we're going to take our sentiments. You had me at a little bit of liquid glue. Put that right there. Excuse me. And then back of my throat is pretty dry at the moment. Put that down there like so. And then we're going to add our, well, before we add our peppermints, let's go ahead and do the inside. So now we're going to take our mini pocket die and we're going to fold along those score lines. The die makes them, so you don't have to worry about it. You just have to carefully fold on those. Okay. And then I'm going to use liquid glue, but before I put this in, or before I put it together, I'm going to stick my gift card on the inside. to ensure that I don't glue it too tightly, that I can't get my gift card in later. Okay, and then I'll line those edges up, the bottom and the sides, and give that a pinch. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and give that a good press so that those the glue adheres to the paper well. Okay, so now we've got that. And now we can take and add some Stampin' Seal to the back. And then I'm going to add this to the left-hand side and press that in nice. Okay. And then I've taken a piece of basic white, 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. I took a 1/2 inch strip of the same pattern paper from the front side and ran along the bottom. From Peaceful Seasons, I used the Thinking of You with Warm Feelings and a Wish for the Merriest, which fits right in with our Mary, and from the front. And then we'll just center that up. And we have one last thing to add to this. If I can figure out where I set them. Oh my goodness. Where do my little peppermints go? Oh, they're right there in front of my face, staring at me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take a small peppermint, and I'm going to put it right over here. And then I'm going to take a medium-sized peppermint, put it down here, and another small one down here. Okay, that is the first project with the last chance items. I hope you like it. And then we've got a matching envelope. I've just stamped in Poppy Parade the other whipped cream art stamp that's in that Latte Love. And there you have it. A really nice gift card holder, or you could stick a check or something else in there. Money. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't put this on. We need to do that. We've got our little oval. Let's get that done. Let's take a little bit of liquid glue. And we'll put this one there. It says, "This one's on me." This would make a really nice teacher gift. Something for your postal worker, grocery clerk, your favorite one. There we go. I hope you like that. Thank you. I'll see you in part 2. Good night.